Okay, so we are live. Welcome back, everyone, today for a masterclass where you're going to learn about exactly how do you make money in a very smart way in the stocks and investments world. All of you write down the word money in the chat window first. Those of you who really want to make money, first let's vibrate at that frequency of money. So quickly type in money in the chat window now. Now you will not be able to see other people's chat. You will only be able to see my chat, and I can see only your chat because I'm going to keep you on private chat so that nobody disturbs you during this entire session. Everyone okay with that? Great. So here's what we are going to do now. We are going to start with someone who's very, very special, someone who I look up to, not just as a person, but as a friend, as a family friend, and most importantly, as a mentor also. I personally learn a lot of strategies of investment from him, someone whom we really, really look up to. And if I have to put in all my money, I will ask him what I do with that money first. Before I introduce you to him, I want you to know something very, very important. Whenever we are talking about upgrading your money frequency, now that you've come here today, 80% of your job is done because you've reached at the right time at the right place. So all of you, please type in congratulations in the chat window to each other because you are here at the right time at the right place. 80% of your job is done. But now comes in the next part, which is for the next 90 minutes, about 1.5 to quarter to 2 hours, you've got to be with me all the time and with the master here who's going to teach you how to make money. Once we start, you will see some emergencies will happen, some situations will happen, you'll have a headache. If nothing, you'll say, I'm not understanding anything. And you will try to go away. That is your old frequency calling you back. If you really want to learn how to attract and make more money, you have to learn the language of money also. But the limiting belief people have is, I don't understand stocks, I don't understand numbers, I don't understand money. If you really want to be a millionaire, can you have that belief? Give me a quick yes or a no in the chat window that I can't understand money, I can't understand stocks, I can't understand numbers. Is it okay to have that belief if you really want to be a millionaire? No. You need to be able to learn that language of money. Do you agree with that? Well, in that case, if you're ready to learn the language of money, I want you to first say it with me loudly. I love money. I love numbers. Say it with me loudly. I love money. I love numbers. Come on, everyone switch on your videos and say it with me again. I love money. I love numbers. So that when you are learning something new from him today, from the master, your subconscious mind doesn't block you. So are you ready? Type in R for ready in the chat window. We have people attending right now from YouTube, from Facebook, from Twitter, from LinkedIn. We are right now streaming this at multiple platforms. So type in R for ready in the chat window if you're ready to learn how to make money in your life. So let's begin by first inviting a man who is a master of investments. And the reason I say that is it's not because he's teaching, it's because he has practiced and he's personally financially free with the amount of money that he has invested in the stock market and the amount of money that he makes from the stock market every month, his portfolio size, he is already financially free. How many of you agree if we have to learn from someone, it has to be someone who walks the talk? Would you agree with that? Type in yes in the chat window if you agree. We have to learn from someone who walks the talk. That means somebody who really believes, not only believes, but applies, and not only applies, but has already succeeded in their application. That's the kind of master we are inviting you here right now with to learn from. But do you promise me that you will learn from this master till the very end? If yes, type in IP, I promise in the chat window. And with that, let's now invite a good friend, a family friend, and most importantly, your master for the day, someone who's going to teach you how to make money smartly in the investment world. And that is Mr. Modit Massey. So here we go. Modit, welcome, and thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to learn from you. All of you type in the chat window. Thank you. We love you for coming in today and for giving us your time, your wisdom, using which not only can we attract money, but we can make more money in our life. So all of you, please type in thank you, love you to Modit sir, starting now. Hey Modit, thank you so much.
Hey, Mitesh. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And hi, everyone. Lovely to have all of you here. And it's great to see that you're here to learn because those who learn are the ones who earn. So awesome to have all of
Absolutely.
you here.
What a lovely way to start. Those who learn are the ones who earn. How many of you are ready to learn? Type in learn in the chat window. Automatically earn will start after that. Perfect. So thank you
Awesome.
so much, Modit, for giving us this opportunity one more time. I'm going to leave you all alone with these people because I know they need you right now. I need you right now. So I'm going to also listen. I'm going to also take a lot of notes and learn a lot with you so I can also earn a lot with you. Thank you, Modit.
Awesome. All right. So thank you so much. Let's get started, guys. And let me put this on silent. And I'll advise you to do the same. Okay. Put the phone on silent. Listen in because the next 2 hours gonna be amazing. And I'm gonna make it really simple for each and everyone for you to understand how it's done in the stock market.
Modit,
And
just a
it's
second.
not going to
Somehow
be.
we've lost your video. Ah, now you're
Oh,
back.
is it
Now you're back.
right?
Yes,
Okay. So
perfect.
I'm back,
Thank you.
guys, and yeah. So we'll make it really simple. Even if you're new, you'll be able to understand everything. And I'm going to teach you the steps that you will be able to take to start investing wisely and how you can avoid bad decisions. Because if you avoid bad decisions in stock market, you'll start doing well. If you stop losing money, you'll start making money. So when you come to the stock market for investments, don't just look to find out ways to make money. First, find out ways how you can stop losing money. Because once you plug those holes, once you stop losing money, the next step then is to make money, right? So before you start making money, find out ways how you can lose the money and don't do those things and you'll be fine. Yeah. Awesome. So let's get started now. And right, if you're ready to learn, just type RTL in the comment box. RTL is ready to learn. Yeah. Awesome. Let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen now. Let's start learning because, yeah, the learning is important, right? Awesome. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen and let's begin. And this is what we are learning today. Okay, this is what we are learning. All right. Okay. Sure. Let me share my screen. Okay. Hope you're able to see this. This is what we are learning today. How do we invest like super rich, right? In order to be rich, you need to do the things that rich people do, not just mentally. In the physical world as well, you need to do the things that the rich people do. And it's not extraordinary things, you just need to do the right things which we learn, and you have to be consistent, right? If you're consistently doing the right things, you will start things will start compounding, not just the money part but also the knowledge, right? If you increase your knowledge, then you'll get more money, right? And you have to consistently do that, especially in the stock market, because stock market is the place which is very dynamic, and a lot of uh, lot of changes happen in a short span of time. And if you're not really adapting to it, then we probably be not making money, rather be losing money here. But we're going to be learning something that is consistent. You can apply this today. You can apply this 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. This was true 50 years ago as well. And it'll be true 50 years from now as well. So that is something that we'll be learning. Okay. So let's start learning invest like super rich. Now, I'm sure some of you might be new here, right? Now, if you're new, just type in new in the comment box. Yeah. And if you're someone who has a lot of experience in the stock market, type in the number of years of experience that you have. Let's say 3, 4 years or more. Type in the number of years of experience. Otherwise, just type in new if you're new in the stock market. Yeah. Just type in new. Okay, so we have people who are new. Majority of you are new, and some of you have some bit of experience, 3 years, 5 years, 1 year. So I'll consider you as new because 1 or 2 years it's like you're just starting out in the stock market. Awesome. So since we have new people as well, what I'll be doing is I'll be covering couple of basic things, and then I'll cover the real stuff where you will learn how to invest in the stock market. So just so that we are all or are on the same page, I'll be just covering few basic things, and then we'll start the real stuff. Okay, if you're cool about it, just type in cool in the comment box. Yeah, just type in cool in the comment box and let's begin. Okay, couple of things I'll cover. Number one is the power of compounding money, right? Now, this is important for you to know because it's all about compounding. It's all about staying invested. Over a period of time, you'll be able to even convert a small amount into something really big. Now, what is the formula for compounding? There's the formula for compounding. It's the amount equals to the principal amount that you put, 1 plus r raised to the power t, where a is the amount, the final amount that you'll receive, p is the principal amount that you invest, right? Initial investment. 1 plus r, that's the rate of return, raised to the power t. T is the time. Now, most of the people, where do they focus? They only focus on the returns, especially the newcomers. All they concern, all they care about is how much money am I getting here? That's all they're concerned with. Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll be right with you. Yeah. Just give me a second.
Okay, so everyone, if you can hear me loud and clear, here's what I want you to do. Make notes. What is he saying? A equals what? P equals what? R equals what? T equals what? Give me a recap in the chat window while Modit sir is coming back. What have you already learned? You can see it on the screen. Sometimes his Wi Fi may be a little weak, so he may not be able to see his video, but you can definitely hear his voice and you can see his presentation. So, quickly tell me in the chat window, what have you learned so far? A equals P in bracket 1 plus R. That's the formula that he's showing you. So, what exactly is he showing? What is A? What is P? What is R? What is T? Tell me in the chat window quickly, everyone.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I was just checking what's wrong with the internet. I hope it picks up and yeah. Okay, superb. So let's get started. Okay, even if you're not able to see the video because the internet may be a little scratchy right now, but that's should be okay, right? We'll focus on learning. All right, right. So here we go. So this is the formula for the compounding. Okay, and what we want to focus on is not just return. Now the newcomers will focus on returns because that's the only thing that they know. They know that if they've invested a lakh and they get 15% return, they're getting 15,000 rupees on it. However, if they earn 50%, they are getting 50,000 rupees, right? So they just focus on returns. And if you just focus on returns, if you want more returns, even higher returns, you're just increasing the risk. To get 15% return and to get 50% returns, of course, you have to take a lot of risk in order to get that 50% return compared to the 15% return, right? But as you learn, you'll understand there are other elements, not just the return. There is principal amount, the principal, the time that you spend, right? We need to not just focus on returns because so people come here with a small amount and they think that I'll test the market. Let me see how it goes. They come here to test the market, come here with a small amount of money, and they think that okay, let me try. And they come here with the amount that they can lose easily, right? They're okay losing money, that small amount. And you know what happens? They lose that amount. Why? Because they're okay losing money and they lose it. People should come here with the amount that they cannot afford to lose. Rather than coming here with the amount that they can afford to lose, come here with an amount which you cannot afford to lose, because then you'll be more serious about it. You'll find out ways how I'll lose this money, and I won't do those things, so that at least this is saved. So come here with a capital that you cannot afford to lose, then you'll be more serious with it. And also look to spend more time staying invested, because that's how your money will grow. Now take an example here. Now, if you come here with 10 lakh rupees and you're getting 18% return, but you stay invested for only 2 years, what is the amount that you'll get after the 2 years? Well, the amount that you get if you're growing your money by 18% after 2 years, 10 lakh will be close to 14 lakhs. That's good. But let's compare this. Now, if you increase your time frame, rather than just looking at short term, 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, look at long term, 5 years or more. That's what the equity market is about, spending more time. Okay. So if you come here with a long term horizon, let's say you stay invested for 8 years, same scenario, 10 lakh rupees, 18% return, and you increase your horizon here from 2 to 8, what will the amount be? after the end of 8 years? Well, it'll be closer to 40 lakhs, 37.5 lakh rupees, right? Now, there's a huge difference between 14 lakh and almost 40 lakhs, right? You stay invested for longer periods, you'll be able to grow your money more. Why? Because of the power of compounding, right? So stay invested for long term, come here with a big amount, right? If you don't have a big amount right now, start saving regularly, right? And increase that amount, invest more. Now, the point number two that I want you to understand is that there's always an opportunity available in the stock market. Now, this is good because in India, we have such a good opportunity ahead of us. Coming, few decades going to be amazing. And even if you missed out on the opportunity earlier, it's fine because you'll keep getting opportunities here. You'll never miss the bus, right? Now, if you look at this, there's the chart for Nifty, and the chart has been going up. Now, look at this. If you missed out on an opportunity, let's say you could not invest in that dot-com bust in 2000, right? You got the opportunity again in 2002, 2003. And then again, you got the opportunity in 2004, 2008, even in 2015, and recently in 2020, right? So you'll keep getting opportunities here. And this is the best part about the Indian stock market, that Indian stock market is very forgiving. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is that even if you make mistakes here, even if you know, invest at the worst possible time, even then you'll be fine. Now, let's look at this chart again. Now, let's say if you invested here right at the peak in 2008, before that financial crisis, if you invested right at the peak and the price fell, right, it really collapsed. But if you had a long term horizon, you would have made money. How about this? 2015, right at the peak, if you decided to invest and the market fell soon after and it kept falling for more than a year, if you invested here but had a long term horizon, you would have still made money. And how about this? 2020, nobody knew that the pandemic is coming. Somebody invested here right at the peak and the market fell and it kept falling. And look at the way it fell. Never ever it had fallen like this. In a straight line, it fell, right? But if you had a long term horizon, you invested right at the peak, but the horizon that you had was long term, 5, 7, 8 years. Look what happened, what market did. So you'll keep getting opportunities here and you'll never miss the bus. And the best part is that Indian stock market is very forgiving, right? Now, if this is encouraging that yes, we are at the right place right now, Indian stock markets have given great returns and will continue to do that. And hopefully, in the coming few years, we probably have even better opportunities that we have had in the past, right? If you're finding it encouraging, just type in E in the comment box. E is for encouraging. Yeah. Because, I want you to feel encouraged. I want you to feel that Indian stock market is the place to be, because unless you believe in it, you will not stay invested for long term. Okay. I want you to really believe in it because it can really, really help you build wealth, not just for yourself, but for your future generations as well. That's what the stock market is all about. It's about generating generational wealth. Okay. Now, the point number three that I want you to understand is, how does the money compound? How does the money compound in fixed deposit, in stock market index, or in direct stock investments, right? How does it happen? So let's learn about fixed deposit first. Now, what kind of returns fixed deposit is giving nowadays right now? Yeah. How many, what percentage return? 6, 7, 8%. What do you think? What can we get? Yeah. 6%, 7%, 8%. Well, after tax, even if you're getting 7.5%, after tax, it'll be closer to 6%. 6%. Now, what does it mean? Whenever you're investing, what does 6% mean? 10%, 15, 20%. What does it mean? Well, we have to find out how much time it will take us to double our money. That's what we need to find out. So at 6%, how much time will take us to double our money? Well, we'll be using rule of 72 for this. Rule of 72, what it means is that if we divide the number 72 by the rate of returns, we'll be able to find out how much time will take us to double our money. Again, if you divide the number 72 by the rate of returns, you'll find out how much time it will take you to double your money. So 72 divided by 6 will tell you how many number of years it'll take to double your money. Okay, so that's 12 years. Now, can you be rich or wealthy if you're doubling your money every 12 years? Yeah, can you be rich or wealthy? Answer yes or no. What do you think? Yeah, we can't be rich or wealthy. No, the answer is no, because we can hardly beat inflation like this. We can't be wealthy. So, stock market, let's talk about stock market. What kind of returns has stock market given in the last so many years? What do you think? What is an average return? Now, can I say that the stock market has given 15-16% return? Yeah. Yes, stock market has given 15-16% return, and that has been the historical trend. Now, what has given 15-16% return? Because there are so many stocks, so many things to invest in. What has typically given 15-16% returns? Well, stock market index like Nifty or Sensex have given this kind of returns, 15-16% return. Now, index Nifty, Sensex, these are the index. Now, how many of you do not know about it? Just type in DNK. If you do not know about Nifty or Sensex, just type in DNK in the comment box. DNK is do not know. If you do not know it, it's okay. As I said, we'll be covering everything and you'll be able to understand how do you begin your journey. So even if you don't know about Nifty, Sensex, it's okay. I'll tell you what it is. Nifty, Sensex, these are the index. Nifty 50 must have heard. Nifty 50 is an average of the top 50 companies of India. Okay, it's a combination of the 50 companies, top 50 companies, average price of the top 50 companies of India. Now, Sensex, on the other hand, is average price of the top 30 companies of India. Okay, top 50, top 30, and it's an average. If this average is going up, that means markets are doing good. Economy looks good, future looks good, and if the average is going down, that means economy is kind of struggling right now, and maybe the future is not so bright as of now. Okay, so Nifty, Sensex, these are the things that will tell you how good the markets are doing. Right now, Sensex was launched in 1978. Yeah, and the base price then was 100. Right now, if you look at Sensex by the end of 2023, Sensex ended at 72,000. So that means in about 45 years, from 1978 to 2023, in about 45 years, Sensex alone went up by 720 times. 720 times. Now, this is the chart for Sensex, and look at the way it has gone up. And we have seen that it did nothing for a few years, started at 1978, and then in 1992, we had that economic liberalization, right? And foreign money started pumping in, and then we see some movement here. And then we had lots of boom and bust as well, 2000 dot-com bust, then 2008, quite recent for 2020. But it has gone up, right? It has gone up, and in about 45 years, it has gone up by 720 times. So what is the average return here? If you calculate the average rate of return, the average growth rate for Sensex has been closer to 16%. So if you know nothing, you invest in Nifty Sensex, you can do this, right? So Sensex is an average price of the top 30 companies, and this is what it has done in the last 45 years. And can we expect it to grow even further? Well, yes, it will grow further because India is growing, economy is growing. And as long as the economy is growing, you will see Sensex Nifty doing well, right? If you believe that our country, India, will continue to grow even further, type in India in the comment box. If you believe that our country, India, will continue to grow, type in India in the comment box, because we need to understand this, right? If India is growing, Nifty Sensex will keep growing. So do not have this notion that stock market can crash. Of course, for some time, in case if there's some bad news, it can go down. But this chart of 45 years should be a proof enough for you to believe that Indian stock market can provide great returns. And how do you do this? Well, that's something that we are learning today, okay? So how do you invest in index? You can't be putting money in the 50 companies one by one or the 30 companies one by one. How can you invest in an index? Well, there is an answer to that, and that is ETF. ETF is where you can invest, and the money will be invested in index. There would be a fund manager who will divide your money in the 50 companies or the 30 companies, because you don't have to do it on your own one by one. ETF. Now, what is ETF? ETF is exchange traded fund. It's just a fund where your money is invested just like index. If index is 50 companies and you invest in that, the money is spread across the 50 companies. That's how the index, the ETF works. Okay. So index goes up, ETF goes up. Index goes down, ETF goes down. So it'll just mimic the index, right? So Nifty on an average has given 14, 15, 16% return. And if that is what, it kind of continues. So if you get 15% return, how much time will it take you to double your money? Well, it'll take you, again, we'll be using rule of 72, which says that if you divide the number 72 by the rate of returns, you'll find out how much time it will take you to double your money. So 72 divided by 15, or let's say 16, will give you the years it'll take you to double your money. So in about 4 to 5 years, you'll be able to double your money. 4 to 5 years. And isn't that good if you are able to double your money every 4 to 5 years? Even if you have zero knowledge, you know nothing, and only thing that you know is India is growing. You believe that India will continue to grow, you believe that economy is growing. So even if you have zero knowledge, you'll be able to compound your money by 15, 16%. Why? Because India is growing. So zero knowledge doesn't matter. You know that your country is growing. You can invest your money in Nifty ETF, Sensex, or some index, that's index ETF, and you'll be able to get 14, 15, 16% kind of return, purely because India is growing. But what we are doing here is we are learning. And if you're learning, we want more. Somebody who has zero knowledge can get 15, 16% return. Why? Because India is growing. If you're learning, we want more, because we're learning how to select good companies, how to choose companies, the right kind of companies. So we want more. We'll be happy to get a return of 22, 23, 24%, because anyone can get 14, 15% return by investing in the index. So we want more. And if you're getting 22, 23, 24%, how much time will take us to double our money? Again, we'll be using rule of 72, which says that if you divide the number 72 by the rate of returns, you'll find out how much time will take you to double your money. So it'll take you how much time? In about 3 years, you'll be able to double your money. So if you're getting 23, 24%, in about 3 years, you'll be able to double your money. So 3 years, if you're able to double your money every 3 years, how much would 10 lakhs be in about 10 years? What do you think? How much will 10 lakhs be in about 10 years if you're growing your money by 23, 24%, doubling it every 3 years? What do you think? Yep, just let me know in the comment box. Yeah. So 80 lakhs, somebody's saying 33 lakhs. All right, more than 50 lakhs. Okay. More than a crore. Okay, let's find out. Okay, let's find out. So at the 0 year mark, we are at 10 lakhs. Okay. And we are doubling our money every 3 years. So 3, 6, 9, and one more year, 10 year. So in about 3 years, the money will double. So 10 lakh will be 20 lakhs. Another 3 years, this will double again, and it'll be 40 lakhs. Another 3 years, 40 lakhs will double again, and it'll be 80 lakhs. We have one more year left, and let's say in that last final year, we get 25%. So this 80 lakh will be 100 lakhs, which is a crore. So we started with 10 lakhs, and it can be a crore by simply investing for long term, right? By getting around 23, 24, 25% return by doubling the money every 3 years. And that is something that we'll be learning today, okay? 10 lakhs, if you invest for 10 years, growing around 23, 24%, you can get closer to a crore, right? And that too, we are not investing anything after we invested once. But if you keep investing regularly, you can be looking at a very big amount here, okay? So 10 years is the kind of time frame that you can have, right? Anywhere between 5 to 10 years is good enough for you to achieve your financial freedom, provided you're serious about it. If you're serious about your money, type in IMS in the comment box. I am serious. Type in IMS, because you have to be serious about it. And I'm telling you, in about 5 to 10 years, if you have some bit of investments right now, in about 5 years or so, you shall be able to, or you should be able to achieve your financial freedom. And if you have nothing right now, you've just started and you're serious. And when I say serious, you are willing to save money and invest it for long term, and for more than 5 years. In about 5 to 10 years, you can also achieve it. Even if you're starting with zero right now, you're starting that journey right now. Okay, super. And you must be knowing this gentleman called Warren Buffett. He's a billionaire investor, and he's been doing it. I'm talking about 10 years. He's been doing it for the 55 years, last 55 years, 5 decades, more than 5 decades. And because he's doing it for such a long time, he's been able to compound amazing kind of wealth for himself, right? You can do that too. Now imagine if you have 20 years as your time horizon, 30 years as your time horizon, right? Now, why 30 years? Why 40 years? Because you can grow a bigger amount of money if you have longer horizon. But the question that you need to ask yourself is, 30, 40 years down the line, you'll be old. What are you going to do with that money, right? So what we need to understand and learn is something that can compound money for us, make us financially free, and also help us enjoy life, because we are not just here to save money and then die one day and give the money to our kids. We are here to enjoy life as well. We're not here to save for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years and then die. We are here to enjoy life as well. How many of you want to save money, grow money, become wealthy, enjoy, travel, and yet save money and give to our kids later on, and at the same time have that enjoyment as well? So just type in EL in the comment box. EL is enjoy life. We are here to enjoy life as well. We'll save money initially, we'll invest, we let it grow, but then we'll start enjoying with it as well. It's not that we'll just save money and 20, 30 years down the line give the money to the next generation and do nothing with it, right? Yeah, we are here to enjoy life as well. Yeah. All right, super. Now the beautiful thing about the stock market is that you can start with any amount, 5,000, 10,000. As long as you're investing regularly, you can look to make a big amount out of it. Okay, so you can start with any amount, and all you have to do is learn for 15-20 minutes a day. How many of you think that you can take out 15 to 20 minutes of time from your daily routine, from your busy life, and learn something that has the potential to change your life, to change your finances, and not just your life, in fact change the life of your future generation? If you're okay taking out 15-20 minutes out of your busy life to learn something that can transform your life, type in me in the comment box. If you can take out 15-20 minutes, right? Is it possible for you to do it, to learn for 15-20 minutes every single day? 15 to 20 minutes, I think anyone can do this. Even Warren Buffett, Bill Gates can do this. I'm sure you can also do this, right? 15-20 minutes. And if you do this for the next 30 days, you know what will happen to you? If you're learning for the next 30 days for 15-20 minutes every day, you will be in that top 20%, because people do not want to learn. They think all they need is DMAT account and money, and that's it. If you're willing to learn for how much time? 15-20 minutes for the next 30 days, you will be in that top 20%. And Pareto rule, 80-20. 80% of the people lose money, 80% of the people live mediocre life. It's the 20% that that tends to live a better life. In stock market, they are the ones who earn money, right? 20% are earning what 80% are losing. And why are they earning 20%? Why are they earning? Because they have learned, right? Nature wants balance, right? Now if you are increasing your knowledge and you're getting the same amount of money that you have right now, then there's an imbalance. You've increased your knowledge, you should also get more money, right? And if you don't learn, then you won't earn, right? You'll continue to earn more, earn the same amount. In fact, you probably be earning a little lesser with each passing year if you're not learning, because The world is learning. The world is changing all the time. And if you're not changing, you are actually losing, right? So if you're learning, then it is bound to happen that your bank account will start to swell, it'll start to grow. Why? Because you are learning. And again, in order to get back into balance, because that's what the nature wants, you will start getting more money, right? So focus on learning if you really want to make money in the stock market, right? Now let's learn the secrets to succeed in the stock market, right? Awesome. Invest like super rich. That's what we are learning today. And there's something about me, little something. My name is Modit, and I've been training in some of the biggest brands in India, like ICICI, National Stock Exchange, and some of the biggest colleges across India. And I've got this community called the Freedom Investors Hub. It's a community of more than 16,000 traders and investors, and they are part of my community. And I've trained more than 100,000 people in 4 different countries in the last 14 years now. And on the personal front, I'm husband of a loving wife, father of 2 lovely kids, a boy and a girl. And this is what my mission is: to help people understand how to invest in the stock market and grow wealth, right? And I have this community of more than 16,000 members as well. Awesome. So let's uncover the secrets now. Okay, the secret number one that we want to learn is, what is that ideal time to buy in the stock market, right? Because we need to learn when to buy, because you can buy any time. You can buy maybe right now. You could have bought 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you would have been really happy if you would have bought 3 4 years ago, right? So we need to know when to buy. When the price is low, that's when you buy. But how do you identify that the price is low? And you'll be able to find out a good time to buy, right, if you understand the economic cycle. And there are 4 economic cycle that economy goes through, and it never changes, and it'll remain the same. It was true 100 years ago, and it'll remain true, even in the future. The 4 economic cycle will give us the clue what can we buy or when can we buy, right? Now the 4 economic cycles are recovery, boom, slowdown, and recession. And it's a cyclical process. After recovery comes boom, then slowdown, then recession, and then again recovery, boom, slowdown, recession. Now let me ask you, which phase are we going through right now? What do you think? Which phase are we going through? Recovery, boom, slowdown, or recession? Yep. So I've got all sorts of answers here. Recession, boom, slowdown. Well, we'll find out today, okay? We'll find out, and after this, you'll be able to do this on your own, okay? Super. Recovery. Let's start with recovery, and we'll be covering everything. Recovery. What are the characteristics that we'll see in the recovery phase? Well, we'll have a lot of worry. People will be worried about their finances, they'll be worried about their future. But why would people be worried? Well, we are in a recovery phase. Recovery. We are recovering from something. And it is recession that we're recovering from. So in recession, things are bad. People are losing jobs, unemployment, lack of money. So people are worried. But there are some changes which is suggesting that we are now doing slightly better. We are recovering. And this is, we'll have falling interest rate. RBI will be cutting the interest rate, and share market will start to go up. Because when interest rate starts to go down, share market starts to go up. Why? Because when interest rates go down, loan becomes cheaper. People start taking loan. They spend money. And when people spend, companies are able to sell more. Their sales are going up, profits going up. As a result, their share price are going up, right? So this is what we'll start to see, and you will have rising economic resources. And if you happen to observe this, it's a sweet spot to buy. Now, recovery and recession, 2 economic phases that we can look to invest. Okay, recovery and recession. If you invest in these two, you will be making a lot of money. And again, not in 15 days, not in 1 year, over a period of 4 5 years or even longer. Okay. Now, what to buy in the recovery phase? There, what we can do, we can buy mid and small cap stock and value stock, right? That's what our money can go into. Mid and small cap, small sized company. Value stock are undervalued companies, right? And then comes boom. And what are we going to be observing in the boom phase? This is what we'll observe. So in the boom phase, we'll have rising overseas reserves, easier money. So interest rates are low. Easy money. You take loan, you have money, you buy things. You buy a car, you buy a, you go out for vacation, do all that, right? You even buy a real estate, right? Do you think real estate right now is doing well? Do we have rising real estate right now? Yes or no in the comment box. What do you think? Yep. So I think we are in the boom phase as of now. And we are looking at all these characteristics, right? And you'll have euphoria about economy and the stock market. Are we in that state right now where people are euphoric? We feel, great pride that we are in India, right? And India is growing, fastest growing economy in the world. There is euphoria about it, about Indian economy and the stock market. So we are in the boom phase as of now. And if you are in it, make the use of it. Okay, make full use of it, stay invested, invest more, right? And why should you invest more? Because future looks good, right? But what you need to understand is, if you're in the boom phase, the next phase will be something that most of the investors won't like, right? Now here, in the boom phase, if you're in the boom phase right now, what can we buy? Well, we'll buy cyclical stocks. Cyclical stock, as the name suggests, is cyclical in nature. They would do well when economy is doing well, and they'll do poorly when economy is doing poorly. When economy is doing well, people have money to spend. Where would people spend that money? People will spend that money by buying things. What will they buy? Well, they'll travel. So airline stocks will do well, hotel sector, restaurant stocks, because people will go out and eat. People will buy a car or a two-wheeler. Auto sector will do well. Real estate will do well. FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, will do well. All these sectors will start to do well. But remember, so I'm saying that maybe the times looks good right now, but there will be a time where we would get into a slowdown, and it will happen, right? It will keep happening from time to time, and there'll be the opportunity to, wait for price to come down and then invest in them so that we can buy it at a lower price, because it's always buy low, sell high. If you're buying in the bull market, or you start investing in the bull market, what's a bull market? When the price goes up. What's a bear market? When the price goes down. So in the slowdown, if you start preparing for investments, you'll make a good amount of money, right? You start making money ready so that you can invest, right? So in the slowdown, how do you find out a slowdown? Well, we'll have rising interest rate. Interest rates will start to rise. We'll have falling share markets, falling economic resources like land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. And if you happen to observe this, that means we are in a downtrend, and we should hedge our portfolio. Hedging of the portfolio is protecting the value of the portfolio, right? So we'll hedge the portfolio. That's something that you can learn. Hedge the portfolio, and the new money can go for the short term debt fund, short term government bonds, and all. So that's where the money can go, right? Safer instrument, not really the stock market, because stock market is falling, and it's never a good idea to catch a falling knife, right? Now then comes recession. And this is what we'll observe in the recession phase. The markets will continue to fall. We'll have falling overseas reserves, rising unemployment, and there'll be high interest rate. And if you happen to observe this, right, that means we are in a recession. Now, at the depth of recession, right at the bottom, before it starts to pick up, right at the bottom, we'll observe that interest rate will start to go down. RBI will start to cut the interest rate. And RBI started to cut the interest rate in 2020, in the month of March 2020. Remember, month of March 2020, we went into a lockdown. RBI started to cut the interest rate, right? It cut the interest rate on 27th of March. Nifty index was around 8,000 at that point of time, right? Index was at 8,000, and after 15, 17 months, that is on 19th of October, it was at 21,604. That means index alone went up by more than 2 times. That means stocks in about 15, 16 months went up by 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times or more, right? And you got this clue. What was the clue? That RBI is cutting the interest rate. There was darkness all around. If you remember, it was pandemic time, darkness and gloom all around. But RBI started to cut the interest rate, and that gave us a clue. So interest rates direction, up or down, will give us a clue. So always, look at what RBI is doing. Is it raising the interest rate? What is the expectation? That'll give you a good clue where the stock market, is headed, right? Now, what to buy? Well, it's a good time to buy as well in recession, because RBI, when it starts to cut the interest rate, is a kind of a signal that we may be now bottoming out. And what can we buy? We can buy growth stocks. These are the fast growing stocks. Rate sensitive sector, those sectors which are sensitive to interest rate change, like banking sector, real estate, auto sector. Because interest rates go down, people tend to buy more car, two wheeler, tend to spend more. And then we can also invest in corporate bonds. Yeah. Now, which phase are we in? Let me ask you again: recovery, boom, slowdown, recession? What do you think now? Which phase are we in right now? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we are in that boom phase, and we may get into a slowdown. So you never know how things turn out. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Awesome. Now let's get to the point number two, the secret number two. Which stocks do we need to buy? Because there are so many stocks available. Now that we know, we have some idea what is a good time to buy. And as you practice it, you'll get better. But we also need to find out which stocks we need to invest in, right? We need to find this out. And how do we do this is something that we are learning right now. Okay. So, which stocks do we buy? Let's learn that. And before we go there, let's listen to this gentleman. Okay. Let's listen to this gentleman, and then we'll go to the secret number two, which is about the stocks, how to identify good stocks.
Absolutely. No, I have found a meaning, and I really, I'm not, saying it just for the sake of it, but because I joined your program, that has only given me the window to start this journey. Otherwise, I was absolutely nowhere in my life to start a meaningful life. So I think, sir, this is a great community. I want to contribute more, and I will work towards it.
Awesome. Tell me about your investments. How are they doing?
Sir, actually, I have three portfolios. There are one is a long term, which I have said. It has a 25 lakhs of capital, and it was showing minus 7 8 lakhs till last year until I joined your program. Now, since I joined your program, I did some little bit improvement, and now market is doing well. So I am at 15% profit now, which has come to 28 29 lakhs. So which is making, and I have replaced all my long term portfolio with Nifty 50 stocks and Nifty 100 stocks. So they are doing all.
You've recovered losses and it's in profit now, isn't it?
I've recovered losses of minus 8 to 10 lakhs in last 3 months, and now I am at plus 4 lakhs. So today it is probably 20% in last 2 months. And again, I'm just thankful to you only, because it's just because of you. I would not have made it. I would have given up this, stock market thing. I have my family said you're going to ruin yourself in this business, because this is a hard-earned money. 25 years I've worked on myself. I've given blood, sweat, and tears to get this earned money. Now, if I waste it, it was nothing like that. But you gave me the last hope, and touch wood, I have landed in a right place, and I'm going to work on this well from here.
All right, awesome. How many of you are inspired by this? Just type RI in the comment box. Really inspired. If you're inspired by this, type in RI, because just small little tweaks in your investments can make a huge difference. You can turn from losses into profit, right? And all it needs is selection of the right kind of companies, right? And this will definitely help you, right? If you invest in the right kind of companies, even if you invest at the wrong time, you'll be able to make money in it. And if you invest in bad companies, even in a time when the price is low, you'd still be struggling, because these are the bad companies. And that's what we are learning now. Okay, we are learning how do we go about this, right? Stock market has gone up, but people have lost money. Look at the way the stock market has gone up. India is growing, right? However, people have struggled here. When it comes to stock market, people have struggled. Why? Because they are not investing wisely. Their stocks are not working. They invest in stocks that are not working for them. People have failed because of the because of the kind of stock they're investing in, right? We need to change that. We need to stop investing like crowd. Now, who's the crowd? Crowd are the people who never make money in the stock market. They are the ones who invest when the markets have already run up, and they are chasing the shiny objects in the stock market. They watch news and they think that that's how they can make money. By watching news, you can never make money, right? You need to stop investing like crowd. You need to stop living like crowd. Now, who's crowd? Crowd are the people who are below average, right? And we want above average things. We want more than the average person. So we need to do the thing that the average person is not willing to do. We need to be learning. I'm glad that you're here to learn. So crowd never wants to learn. They don't want to wake up early. They don't want to exercise. They don't want to eat healthy. They don't want to read books. You should be willing to do all these things in order to live a life which is more than the average. Otherwise, an average people have an average bank balance, average vacation, average house, everything average. We want more than average. So we have to be, or rather we have to be doing more than the average person as well, because then you can afford to take it easy once you have achieved something in your life, right? Okay, so how not to invest like crowd is something that we'll be learning. Okay, and before I go there, yeah, what I'll be doing is I'll be giving you a link here, right? I'll be giving you a link just in case if you don't have a DMAT account. So here you can open a DMAT account. This is the link. Okay, you can click on the link here. Okay, and open a DMAT account. These are the ones that I use, Zerodha and Upstocks. They don't charge anything when you invest, zero brokerage, right? So you can open an account, click on it, enter your details, enter the OTP, and complete the process later. It's just that you will be able to start the process by doing so. Okay, so and in case even if you're investing in ETF, exchange traded fund, you would need a DMAT account for it so that you'll have better control. Yeah, super. So now let's learn. ETF is one thing, stock market direct stock investment is one thing, right? So you just heard that gentleman talk about his portfolio. He was struggling. He did not he was not making money. In fact, he was losing money, and he could turn that around by by redesigning his portfolio, right? And I'll tell you how you can do that to yourself as well. Okay, so let's start learning about it. Okay, and when you're investing in the stock market, the goal is to make money, right? Of course, that's what the goal is. But our objective should not be to compare our returns with someone else. If we keep comparing our returns with someone else, we'll be disappointed because there will be someone who's doing better than us, right? So our goal is to not beat our neighbor's return, our friend's return, our office colleague return, relatives return. No, our goal when we're investing in the stock market is to do this: BTM. What is BTM? Just type in BTM in the comment box and I'll tell you what BTM stands for. Yeah, BTM. BTM stands for beat the market. So we're not comparing our returns with anyone else. We are here to beat the market, the index return, Sensex Nifty, right? So if index, let's say, over the last 1 year has gone up by 15%, right? We want our portfolio returns to be more than 15%, right? That's what we want. Market beating returns. That's what we want. And let's say if the markets have gone down in the last 1 year, it has gone down by, let's say, 15%, our stock should be falling less than this. So if our stocks have fallen by less than 8%, our overall portfolio has fallen less than 15%, let's say 8%, we have beaten the market, right? That's what we want. We want our stocks to do well, much better than the markets when markets are doing well. And when markets are not doing well, we want our stocks to not fall as much. That's all we need. We want to beat the market. And how can you do that? By selecting better companies, right? How do you select better companies? Well, those companies should be profitable and the profit should be growing, right? It should have growing RPM. RPM is, one is revolution per minute, right? If you have more revolution, faster it'll go. And if you have more RPM in stock market, in your stocks, which is revenue, profit, and margin, you'll have good performing stocks in your portfolio. We'll learn how. If you have a low debt company in your portfolio, it's again will work. high returns. We want those companies which have higher returns on the capital, right? Not sheer market return. I'm talking about the business return. So if you're investing the capital that is there in the business, it should earn 15% or more. Because if it's earning 7, 8, 9%, that's something that you can get even in debt investment in fixed deposit. Why would you take risk, stock market risk or business risk, if the business is not earning more than 15%, right? So it should earn higher returns on the capital. And there's one more element which we learn in the secret number 3 right after this. So secret number 3, we'll also learn one more element that can help you select companies that can give good returns. Okay, that's something that we'll be learning. But first, let's understand how to structure the portfolio. Well, a portfolio should have 10 to 12 stocks. 10 to 12 stocks are more than enough, right? There are, however, more than 6,000, right? Even more than 6,000 companies in National Stock Exchange and in Bombay Stock Exchange. How do you now look at so many companies and select 10, 12 companies? Even if you select, let's say, even if you look at for 2 minutes, you look at all the companies, right? One company you give 2 minutes, it'll take you a lot of time to look at all the 6,000 companies, right? So your portfolio stocks, how you should select them is, you should look to invest in the 100 most profitable companies of India, right? Look at the 100 most profitable companies of India and then build your portfolio of those 100 companies, right? Not the all 100 companies, select 10, 12 stocks. So ideally you should be selecting, dividing your portfolio into two. One is the long-term portfolio and the short-term portfolio. We'll talk about how to structure it, but the long-term portfolio should be in the companies which are profitable, right? And this will really help you to make money. And this is what that gentleman did, right? And by this, you won't be following the crowd, right? So I'll show you the 100 companies here. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, superb. I hope you're able to see this. Let me show you this. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see this. Now these are the 100 most profitable companies of India, and this is a big list here. Now look at this. All you have to do is just look at couple of sectors. It can be banking sector, it can be IT sector, and you have everything here, right? You got pharma, you got IT, you got some banks, you have you have FMCG, ITC, and Hindustan Unilever. You got auto sector, you got a jewelry company here, right? You got oil company here, you have ports, you have auto company. So you can make a well diversified. You have cement company here. So you can make a well diversified portfolio simply by selecting some of the companies from here. Now, how many of you like this Excel file to be there with you, right? Just type in me in the comment box, and if you stay till the end, you'll get this in your inbox. Okay, if you stay till the end, you'll get it in your inbox. Okay, the 100 companies, and you can have a look, and it'll give you some more information here as well. Yeah, it'll give you some information here, and it also has a position sizing calculator wherein how many number of shares you need to buy, you can calculate from this, right? So it'll also have a calculator, right? So you'll get it, right, if you stay till the end right now. Yeah. Okay, so now let's look at, if you select some companies from here, will you be able to beat the market? Okay, so let's find that out. Okay, let's find out if you're able to beat the market by selecting good companies from here, right? And it's not rocket science. You'll easily be able to do that for yourself. Okay, so let me show you this. Okay, let's look at one company here. Let's look at ICICI. How many of you have your bank account in ICICI? Just type in I in the comment box if you do. Yeah. So let's go here and look at what ICICI has done. Okay, let's look at the ICICI. What kind of returns has ICICI given? Also, I'll show you the YouTube channel of the Freedom Investors Hub. I'll also give you the link for the YouTube channel. If you go onto our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see all these people. You just heard a gentleman talk about his returns and his journey. And if you go onto a YouTube channel, you'll be able to see all these people. Look at this. I can keep scrolling here and you'll be able to see all these people talk about their journey in the Freedom Investors Hub. Okay, so I'll also give you the link here so that you can actually follow it. Okay, so I'll give you the link for the YouTube, and I'll give you the link for the Instagram as well. Here you go. Okay, so here is the link for YouTube and Instagram. You can click on it one by one, subscribe to both, and come back and type in done in the comment box once it's done. Okay, come back and type in done. So click on both of them one by one, subscribe to both, follow both, and come back and type in done in the comment box. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get back here. In the meantime, let's look at ICICI. We were talking about ICICI. Quite a lot of you have your bank account in ICICI. So let's quickly look at what ICICI did in the last, let's say 1 year. Okay, and remember, our goal is to beat the market. That's what we want to do. Last 1 year return, let's see what markets did and what did ICICI do. So we can see that markets gave 27% return, Sensex, Nifty gave 27% return, and ICICI gave 28% return. That means it managed to beat the market. That's what we want, right? We have SBI, again, one of the most profitable companies of India, right? Probably be right up there, right? State Bank of India, let's see what it did. The last 1 year returns for the market was roughly 28%. Let's see what SBI did in the last 1 year. Look at this, 48% return. That's what we want. We want the market beating returns, right? And let's look at one more. Let's look at HDFC Bank here. Okay. HDFC Bank. Now, this bank has not done well in the recent time. And that's quite okay because not all the stocks will do well. There'll be some stocks which may not do well. And that's quite okay. So if the market gave 28% return and this stock gave negative 8% return, that's okay because there'll be one stock like SBI gave 48% return, right? So if we go back to this sheet and let's say we now look at some other company. Now let's look at some auto companies here. We've got Maruti, we've got Tata Motors. So let's look at Tata Motors here. And let's look at what Tata Motors did in the last 1 year. Did we manage better returns here? Let's have a look. So here it gave, look at this, 147%. Just type in wow in the comment box. Now look at this. If one of the stocks gave negative 8% return, that's okay. If you're investing in high quality companies, you will be able to do well in them. Some will do exceedingly well and you'll be able to do, you'll be able to beat the market. Now let's also look at Maruti, right? Maruti is a very well-known name in India, right? Let's look at the last 1 year return for Maruti, and we are looking to beat the market. 28% is what the markets give, and this stock gave 53% return. 53% return in the last 1 year, right? Now look at this. Let's go back here and let's look at a couple of more names. Let's look at Titan. Okay, let's look at Titan here. Titan company. It's a jewelry company, right? Let's look at the last 1 year return for it. So you can make a diversified portfolio and that's all we need, right? It gave 51% return, double the return, almost double the return of the market, right? That's what we want, right? That's what we want. We want the market beating returns. Let's look at another company. Let's look at Bajaj Auto, right? Let's look at Bajaj Auto. So Bajaj Auto in the last 1 year, did it manage to beat the, yeah, it did. It did 141% return, right? And we can select companies. Let's look at a cement company as well. Let's look at Ultratech Cement, right? Yeah, Ultratech Cement and last 1 year return. Let's see if it managed to beat the I do not know. I do not know whether it did or not. I'm just randomly picking up companies from here, and it did. Look at this. It gave 31% return. Let's pick one more. Okay, let's pick one more. Let's look at let's say let's take the insurance company here, HDFC Life, right? It probably might not have done well because HDFC Bank has been struggling. Let's see if this did anything well, right? Yeah. Now, the point here is that even if the market, yeah, it managed to beat the market, that's what we want, right? Now, look at this. We want market beating returns. So we don't care if what the markets did in the last 1 year. Did we manage to beat the market? Even if the market would have fallen, let's say if the market would have fallen by 15%, but our stocks have fallen by 5%, 8%, 10%, less than 15%, we'll be pretty happy with that. So we are looking at the last 1 year performance and just deciding whether we have market beating stocks or not, right? Now, the mistake that most of the people do is that they, tend to do this. They look at the stock, they look at the stock price, look at the Maruti, the return it gave was 53% return, right? They look at the stock price and they say, oh, it's for 10,000, 12,000 rupees, right? That's what the stock price is roughly, right? And that's where they go wrong. So what they do is, and in fact, I'll show you this. So what they do is they look at the share price and say, okay, I've got 10,000 rupees to invest, right? And if I invest in a company which is for, let's say, 2,000 rupees, right? How many number of shares will I get? I will get how many shares? 5 shares only. And then they look at a 50 rupee company and they say, okay, if I put my 10,000 rupees here, right? How many number of shares will I get? Oh, I'm getting 200 shares here. So I might as well invest here because I'm getting more number of shares. Now, number of shares doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People make this mistake, but it doesn't matter because what we want is we want the market beating returns. The returns are not dependent on the number of shares, right? It depends on the company's performance. Whether you have 5 shares, 200 shares, doesn't matter, right? And this is something that we need to understand. Number of shares does not matter, okay? Because you get your returns on the capital that you invest. So if you invest, in this company, let's say you invest 10,000 rupees, right? And in this company also you invest 10,000 rupees, 50 rupee company, and you get 10% return in both, right? So 10% return on this would mean how much? 1,000. A 10% return here would again mean 1,000. So the number of stocks doesn't matter. What matters is whether the company is good or not. So you might as well invest in Yes Bank, which is for 20 rupees or something, or you can invest in SBI, which is around 700, right? It depends on the quality of the company, the business that the company has, right? Number of shares does not matter at all, right? We are making it complicated. The stock market is not complicated. It is what we do here makes it complicated. People think that they have to really go out and find out companies that nobody is aware of. But you don't have to do that. Just by looking at the most profitable companies in India and selecting companies, diversified companies, not just from one sector, but from different sectors, 10, 12 companies are like more than enough for you to build wealth, right? We don't have to do what the crowd does. We don't have to chase the shiny objects. We don't have to listen to the news all the time in order to find out where to invest. In fact, all these things will make you lose money. Stock market is not complicated at all. It's so simple that anyone can do this. Even a 10-year-old can do this. And I'm not joking with you. A 10-year-old can also do this, right? How difficult it is to look at the 100 companies and just select few good companies out of it. Even a 10-year-old can do this. My son is 12 now. He started investing at the age of 10. I opened a demat account, gave him some money to invest. He started investing. He saw the market go up and down. But what he realized is that the stock market can go up and down, but if you stay invested for long enough, you will see profits, right? So I've started teaching my kids about it. My daughter is 9 years old. The moment she turns 10, I'll open a demat account under my name, give her some money to invest, and she'll start investing too, right? And if you have younger ones, you must start teaching them this because nobody is doing it. Imagine, we never got an opportunity to learn about it at an early age, right? Whatever that happened with our generation, we should ensure that it's not passed on. And our next generation learns about it. They learn how to manage money, how to invest money, because we never got to learn about it. We had to learn it once we had some responsibilities, right? We need to change that. Stock market is something, or investment managing money is something that we should learn in schools and colleges. We never got to learn about it, right? Think about it. Such an important subject, and we don't get to learn about it. And let's change this. Rather than just giving our kids the toys that we did not have, the clothes that we did not have, why not give them the knowledge that we did not have? Because the clothes will, it'll go away. But the knowledge that you give them will never go away. In fact, they'll be able to use that knowledge over and over again, right? In fact, what I'm doing is I'm teaching my kids about it. I'm teaching my kids about business, about economy, about stock market, about investment, about managing money. And I'm, teaching them in a very simple language that kids can understand. And, I'm also recording it, making a course out of it, because other kids can also learn and they should learn, right? uh, and this will really help them understand how to, what is money, how to use it, how to invest it, how to grow it. How many of you like this idea of kids learning about investments and a course for kids? Just type in awesome in the comment box if you like this idea. Yeah, just type in awesome in the comment box. Yeah, because this really will change. Imagine a 20, 21 year old, 23, 24 year old who has the knowledge. When they start earning, they would exactly know how to manage money, how to invest, so that they can grow money, they can achieve the financial independence a lot sooner, right? My kids have started investing, and they my son is 10. He was 10 when he started investing. He's 12 now. And by the time my kids are 25, 26, they'll be financially independent because they're starting their journey now. And that's what we should plan for our kids as well. Yeah, awesome. So let's get started, and carry on, and we'll get to the secret number 3, because we need to know how to grow money. What is the kind of strategy that we need to have, right? So we'll get to the secret number 3, but before we go there, let me ask you, how many of you are looking for a mentor in stock market, and you're looking for a mentor in stock market for lifetime? Just type in MM in the comment box. MM is mentor me. If you're looking for a mentor in stock market, type in MM in the comment box, because it can make your life easier. If you know how to select companies, how to go about analyzing the trend, it'll make your life easier. Yeah. And being part of a community which is an investment community will help you to stay connected with the right mindset, right? Because you need to have the right mindset to grow wealth, right? And if you have people who are in the same community, you heard that gentleman talk about it. He joined the community, now he wants to contribute and give back to the community, and help the community as well, because he managed to turn around his portfolio. Yeah, awesome. So we'll learn now about the secret number 3. Okay, but before we get to the secret number 3, let me invite you to this community. Okay, I'll tell you about this community a little bit, so that you can join the community and start reaping the benefit out of it. Okay, so this is what I have for you right now. It's called the Freedom Investors Blueprint. Okay, and this is something that will help you invest, right? Invest in a manner that will help you not just invest in the long term big companies, but also for the short term, right? And I'll tell you why this is important. So when you talk about building a portfolio, right? When you're talking about building a portfolio, you should be dividing your portfolio into two: 70% and 30%. Now 70% is for long term. This is for long term, and this is for short term. Now, if you do this, you will survive the stock market, and it's the survival that you should be aiming for. Because if you survive here, you will end up making money here. Look at this. If you have 10 lakh rupees to invest, right, and you divide it into two, right, 70% goes for long term investment, 7 lakh goes for long term investment, and this goes for short term investment. Now, what happens here is, even if you do poorly here, this will ensure that you are able to survive in the stock market. Now let's say in this long term, right, portfolio, you get 17-18% kind of returns, right? If you're getting 18% return, how much time will it take you to double your money? 72 divided by 18. In about 4 years, you'll be able to double your money. So in about 4 years, if you're able to double your money, right, what will happen is this, let's say into this, if you double your money in about 4 years, right, you'll have 14 lakhs. And let's say here you made a big blunder, right? You lost everything here. So what will happen is this becomes zero. But by the end of the fourth year, you still have how much? This plus this. That means your 10 lakh grew to 14 lakhs, even though you made a big blunder here, right? So this 14 lakh that you have now, after 4 years, you can again split this into 70-30. 70% will go here for long term, 30% will be for short term. Now maybe around 10 lakh goes for long term, short term is around 4 lakh rupees, right? This time, since you have learned in the last 4 years, you've learned about the stock market, you've learned about what is the right way of doing things. And if you now start doing well here, even if you double it, let's say you triple it, right? This is where you'll start to compound your money faster, right? What you're ensuring by doing this is that let's say you lost everything here, you still were able to grow your money, right? So you need to learn how to invest for short term, and also rather short term and long term. Long term is simpler. Why is it simple? You can just look at good companies, invest in them, and 70% of the portfolio will take care of you not blowing your account out. Okay. But the 30% will give you more returns, right? How do you do this? As I said, well, you need to learn this. Hidden Treasure course will teach you this, right? And these are not the books, these are video courses that you can learn from, right? So, and this is all you need. How to invest in large cap companies, Investment Blueprint will teach you that. And the Hidden Treasure will teach you about the small and mid cap and how to generate the regular income. This regular income, we'll talk about it in the secret number 3 just now. Okay, will help you again accelerate this journey. As I said, in about 5 to 10 years, you should be able to achieve your financial freedom. And for that, generating regular monthly income is important. And this will help you build wealth. Okay, so you will be joining a community of more than 16,000 members. You won't be alone. Doing it alone can be painful, right? But when you do it together, you are in the right space first and you get ideas. Okay, so we'll get to the secret number 3, yeah, which is about building wealth, right? But as I said, let me give you that offer first. Okay, the Freedom Investors Blueprint and the Hidden Treasure, these are the 2 things that I have for you. It is for 12,995, but I'm going to give you something really special because you're here. Okay, now the Freedom Investor Bundle is what you'll get today. Okay, and this is about not just investment, it's about the regular monthly income that you'll be able to generate with it, right? So this Freedom Investors Blueprint will teach you about long-term investment into fundamentally good companies, doing the technical analysis, learning the fundamental analysis as well, learning how to invest and when to invest. And this Hidden Treasure will teach you about the small and mid cap investment so that you can manage the risk and you can do you can boost the overall returns in your portfolio. That's what you'll be learning, right? Now I'm going to give you bonuses right now, right? If you like gifts, just type in gifts in the comment box. You are going to get the really amazing gifts which will make your your journey of stock market much simpler, right? And as I said, 15 to 20 minutes is all you need every day to learn, and that is like more than enough, right? 15 to 20 minutes, yeah. So you'll get 9 courses for the price of 1. You'll get the trend analysis course, which will teach you about the technical analysis, right? You'll also be learning about the beginner's guide to stock market. You'll be learning about the basics of the stock market. How do you go about knowing the stock market so that you are able to make better decisions? Even if you have zero knowledge, you don't even know how stock market works, and you don't even know much things about it, you are just at the starting level. Well, you will be learning everything from the basics. So you'll be getting this course as well, Beginner's Guide to Stock Market, and you'll get courses on FNO, future and option derivatives. I've been teaching FNO. I've been teaching technical analysis in National Stock Exchange in ICICI, and I've made it really simple for you to learn this, right? So you'll get these courses. ABCD will teach you about the basics of derivatives. This will teach you advanced concepts put together. These 2 courses alone are for 24,999, but you're going to get it for absolutely free because you're here. Okay. And you'll be part of a Telegram group where you'll get updates from me. You'll get to know, about the stock market. You'll get to know if I'm investing, all that you'll get here, and you'll get lifetime access to this Telegram as well. And ETF, remember we talked about exchange traded fund. Well, you can build your long-term portfolio, you can do your financial planning, your retirement planning, and even planning for your kids about investment. I'm doing it. I'm investing through ETF for my kids. You'll be learning how in this course. Okay. And also there's a course on mutual fund, and this is the only mutual fund course that you'll ever need, right? One course will teach you everything about the mutual funds. You'll get this course as well. And this is icing on the cake. Now, it's not just the courses or the videos that you will get to see. You will be attending live calls with me, live calls where you'll be learning. Okay. Every Wednesday, there's live weekly coaching where you will be coming live and learning what's happening in the stock market and what are the opportunities available to us. Okay. So Freedom Investors bundle has this live coaching every Wednesday 6:30 a.m. in the morning. We learn. Okay. And you get lifetime access to this. So even if you miss it, don't worry, you'll get the recording as well. So if you miss the morning session, you can watch the recording. 10 a.m., 10 p.m. doesn't matter. 1 a.m., 1 p.m. doesn't matter. You can watch them anytime and you'll have lifetime access to this as well. Okay. So this is a Freedom Investor bundle that I have for you, and I'll be giving you a special link here. Okay. So that you can learn this. Okay. This is important for you to learn, and I've made it simple. 15 to 20 minutes is all you need. Okay. So what I'll be doing is I'll be giving you a special offer. Okay. And all the problems that people may have, they are alone, they're watching news, they do not know what to buy. They're watching the news and, buying the right things at times, but exiting out of them early, buying the wrong things or staying in them for a very long time and losing a lot of money. All those headaches will not be there, and you'll get benefits and solutions here. You'll be getting a mentor of a lifetime. You will also be learning with me. Okay. You'll be learning how to invest, learning about the fundamental analysis, learning about the technical analysis, learning about the generation of the regular monthly income, building a portfolio with me. And you won't have to depend on news or anyone else. This will make you an independent investor, which we call the freedom investor. Okay. Plus, I'll be also giving you access to the 10x compounding screener. We learn about it in the secret number 3. And this will help you filter down companies, right? Generating that regular monthly income. Just by clicking a button, you'll be able to see the stocks which have the potential of doing that for you. Okay, so I'll talk about it in the secret number 3. And this will be available for not 1 lakh or 12,995. You're getting 9 courses for the price of 1. Okay, so I'll be giving you a very special link right now. Okay, I'll be giving a very special link right now, and you can use this to get in. Okay, and this will be available for only 8,995, including the GST. Okay, including the GST will be available for 8,995. You can go on to that link. Okay, you can go on to that link, and yep. So here's the link. You can go there, get in, and it'll be awesome. Okay, so yeah, we have loads of people here, loads of happy people, loads of doctors. We have loads of doctors in our community, loads of chartered accountant, working professionals, IMs pass out, IES officers, people from all across India. A lot of them are from abroad as well. Awesome. And yeah, so we'll get to the secret number 3. And yeah, if you're a platinum member, you don't need to pay because Mitesh is taking well care of you, and he's looking after you, right? So platinum members, you don't need to pay, right? And if you're not a platinum member, you can get access to this. Here's the link. Now we'll get to the secret number 3. Okay, we'll start to learn about the strategy that one needs to have. Okay, and this will help us build wealth and generate regular monthly income. I'll give you the step-by-step guide. But before we get there, let's listen to this gentleman. I'm sure a lot of you would be working professionals and you may not have enough time as well. He's one of them. Listen to what he has to say. And after this, we'll learn the secret number 3.
Hello everyone. My name is Jagdish, and I'm working in a private organization, achieving financial freedom while you're working. Like everyone, have been investing in stock market from the last 15 years, but I could not achieve great success because most of the time we take without the knowledge, we take wrong decisions. Like we buy at the wrong time and we sell at the wrong time, and later we come to know that after we place our sell order, the stock has moved much beyond our selling price. So I was wondering what is going wrong with me. So then I was really searching for a mentor, a very good mentor on long-term basis who can guide me for a systematic investment and through which I can achieve my financial freedom. So then through one of my friend reference, I came to know about Mr. Modit Massey, and I attended one of his webinar. It was really eye-opener for me. That was really a game-changing day for me. And I took a decision to become a membership of his financial investors hub. From then on, I'm really excited. It has been a very exciting journey ever since I'm associated with Mr. Modit Massey, because he gives a systematic way of investment, and he gives a strategy from where you can make a monthly income. So though for a working professional like us, where we cannot keep on watching the stock market every day, we cannot have a track of stock market every day because we'll be busy in our work. So we need some guidance from someone. And Mr. Modit Massey has helped me a lot. And I'm very glad to be associated with financial freedom, because from last 6 months, through his monthly income strategies, I have earned more than 80,000. I'm very confident that through my association to for financial freedom, I can really achieve the freedom very fast, because I've earned 80,000 in just 3-4 months, and it gives lot of confidence. And every week he takes a live session for all his members, which is really exciting. It gives lot of information. You understand what's going on in the stock market. So I recommend everyone to become, if you want to really have a financial freedom, I recommend to become a member of Mr. Modit Massey's financial freedom. Thank you, everyone.
All right, awesome. I hope you heard that. So even if you're busy, you can do this, and it's not going to take much time. In fact, even learning won't take much time. 15-20 minutes is all you would actually need. In fact, I'm doing something new this time around. What I'm doing is, I'm every first of every month, all the members will be meeting live, and we will start our journey of implementation as well. As in, whatever financial plan that you may have, at times we get busy and we are not able to apply those plans. Now what we are doing now is, we will every month, first of every month, we would go live, meet, and start putting our financial plan into action. So on the call itself, we would be setting aside some money for stock market investment, some money for our emergency fund, and we'll be looking to, let's say if you don't have a term insurance, you don't have the right kind of insurance, we would be buying that insurance right there on that call, so that we are able to put that plan into action. Let's say you have decided to invest 15% of your income every month. So first would be that day that we'll meet and practically do that on the call itself live, so that we can actually start getting closer to the goal that we have, which is the financial freedom, right? And it's the push that we need, that you'll get here. It's the hand holding that you need, that you'll get here. Okay, superb. All right. Yeah, it will include the investment strategies. Yes, you'll be able to take decisions on which stocks to invest in, when to invest in them, and how to grow wealth. All of this you'll be learning. Absolutely. It won't be covering the international markets. It's about the Indian market, but the same concept you can apply in international markets as well. The concept remains the same. The fundamentals remains the same, be it in any market, Indian market, US market, Australian market, any market, right? Yeah. No crypto as well. No crypto at all. You'll be learning about equity markets here. Okay. Now let's learn about the strategy. Okay. Let's get back to learning here. And in the meantime, yeah, superb. In the meantime, yeah, you can go on to the link, and here is it. Here it is, the link, and you can click on it and become a lifetime member. And I'll be confirming everyone's name later on. Okay. All right. So secret number 3, how to grow wealth. Right now, when it comes to the stock market, right, it's important to have a strategy. Without the strategy, we'll be lost. Right. Strategy is like a map that can help us navigate and actually get to our destination. Now, what is the destination here? Destination is the financial freedom. So we need to have a plan in place. What kind of a strategy we need to have? Well, the key to success in the stock market is not just investment. It's about the regular monthly income, because if you're earning a regular monthly income, you can invest that money back into your portfolio. So let's say if every month you're able to save 10, 15, 20,000, you're able to invest it, and you're now able to generate a regular income of, let's say, 10, 15,000, and you're able to reinvest that money back to your portfolio will grow faster, right? Now look at this. So if you are looking to build a portfolio, you're looking to invest, most of the people, what they're doing is they're looking to accumulate. Every month they invest a small amount and they look to generate some wealth out of it, right? But this may take a very long time. If you're just saving every month and then looking to invest money later on, right? There are other expenses that we have, right? So we are able to save a little amount compared to, the goals that we have. If you save a little, probably in about 15, 20, 25 years, you'll be able to achieve financial freedom. You'll be able to accumulate wealth. But if you want to do it in the next 5 to 10 years, you should be able to save a big amount. And if that's not possible, you need to not just accumulate, save your own money, but also learn to generate regular income from the stock market and reinvest that money. Because if you're reinvesting that money back into the portfolio, what will happen is the portfolio value will start to grow faster, right? And it'll grow to such an extent that we'll be able to achieve freedom that we all want, that we all desire. It doesn't matter whether it's a bull market, bear market, whether the markets are going up or it's going down. It doesn't matter. Why? Because Indian stock markets are growing, Indian economy is growing. So even if the markets are going down, it's an opportunity to invest, because the markets in 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years time will always go up. You saw the chart, right? If you look at the same chart 10 years from now, you'll see the same kind of trajectory. The market will continue to go higher. Yeah. So this is what you need to understand, right? It's not just about saving your own money. It's also about investing for short-term generating income and reinvesting that income back into your long-term portfolio. That's how you learn how to build a portfolio. That's how you learn how to generate income. That's how you learn to build wealth for yourself. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the short-term investment, we talked about the 30%, right? So 70% we can invest in the profitable companies, highly profitable companies of India. You'll get that list as well since you're here. You'll get that list. You'll also get that, the calculator. The remaining 30%, how do you go about investing, right? Well, of course, there is one thing that you can look. You can look at the price and the volume. That's what you can look at. And this will help you 10x your money, right? You'll be able to get better returns with this, right? That 10x compounding that we're talking about will come if you're looking to, analyze the market, if you're looking to learn, and you're looking to implement these ideas. And of course, if you implement it without experience, it probably may lead to losing money. You need to first learn this. And I'll quickly show you how it's done, right? So I'll quickly show you this. In fact, I'll give you some of the examples here, right? So I'll show you here a chart. There's the chart for Nifty, okay? And I'll just show you the company here, okay? Let me show you one of the companies that I invested in. There's the Bombay Stock Exchange, okay? And I'll add a volume here, okay? Now, all you have to do is look at the price. If the price is going up and the volumes are also going up, that means there's something happening over there, because the volume going up is suggesting that smart money is getting into the stock, and the price going up means the smart money is buying. If the price is going down and the volumes are going up, that means smart money is exiting. Now we did this, right? Look at this. So the price here started going up. This is BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. And the volume, can you see the bars here? There was nothing happening for a few weeks and months. And then we have big volume here. And the price started to go up, and look at the way it went up, right? And same thing happened here. Prior to this, there was nothing happening. Then the volume started going up, and look at this. From 170, it went to 1,000. And this is where I invested, and this was around 600 at that point of time. And from 600, it went to 2,400, 2,500, and that too in a span of about 6 months, right? And what did I look at? I looked at the price and the volume. And I'll later on tell you a simple way to do this as well, okay? Because in order to succeed here, you need tools, you need the experience, you need the knowledge, and you need a system. And I'll be showing it to you, okay? Now there's another stock that I invested in, which is Gabriel India, and the same thing you'll be observing this. So nothing was happening; it was on the lower side, and then we have a huge spike in the volume, and the price went up from roughly around 300 to almost 450. That's a 50% increase in about 6 months, right? And again, what are we looking at? We are just looking at the price action, right? Look at this. So if I show you one more company, and let's look at Hoodco, right? Same thing. Look at this. The volume started picking up here in 2020-22, right? The price started going up, and price from roughly 50 went to almost 200 in about a year's time, right? You'll see countless examples like this, right? So RVN, a lot of railway stocks were in news. And if you look at this, the volume started picking up here. The price started going up. And look what happened. The price went from 65 to almost 350. Yeah. And you'll see this time and time again, right? And again, we can simplify this because there's so many stocks. How will you actually identify this? So the answer to that is you will be getting a tool, a 10x compounding, a screener tool that you'll get access to. And you'll get access to this for the first 3 months for free. And if you're a member, the charge for you will be less than 1,000 rupees a year. But for first 3 months, you get it for free. And the benefit is, if you get this, look at this. So what you do is, this is the screener which I use for myself, and now I'm developing it for the community. You'll get access to it in the month of April. All you have to do is, look at this. The screens are already made for you, right? For regular monthly income, simply click here and it'll list down the companies for you where you can invest, and you can filter down the companies that you want, the large cap or the mid cap, and you can find out which companies can give you that regular income. Good time to invest in these companies, right? And what I'm talking about right now is the price and volume screen. Look at this. So you don't have to scan thousands of stocks. Simply click here, okay? Click here, and it'll auto-populate those companies which are showing higher price and volume. And you can select from these companies. You don't have to look at all the companies in the universe in order to find out which companies can potentially make wealth for you, make short-term income for you. You have all these, all these things figured out because you have tools here, you have the knowledge, you have the right community to help you, right? And when you get to see this, right, the price action volume, when you get to see this, let me just show you this. Okay, so when you have the price in action, volume action together, that's when you act on it. So let's say if you want to look at some other company, let's look at which one? Let's look at Prestige. Okay, all right, so let's have a look at this. So look at this, the volume started, look at this, a big volume, and the price later started going up, and it went from 600 to almost 1,200. Money doubled here, right? Now, even if you're able to capture not 100%, but 20%, 30% out of this entire move, that's more than enough. You invest 1 lakh and it goes up by 20% in the next 3 months, you make 20,000 on it. That 20,000 you reinvest in for long-term investment, and that's all you need, right? So in order to build wealth, all you need is divide, right? 70-30, 70% for the long term, 30% for short term. Long term, I've given you the formula for it. You'll get the Excel sheet too. The 30% would require some learning, some skills, and what you would need is tools, you'll need the knowledge, you'll need the community. All that you'll get here in the Freedom Investors Hub. Okay, so here is the link again for you. All right, you can go on to the link, and again I'll give you a couple of more examples, and then we'll probably end this. Okay, so here you go. So for example, here you go, right? If we look at this, right, and it has started to come off again, the same thing, right? The volume goes up and you see the price going down. That means there's something happening here, and look what happened to the price later on, right? Same thing, if you see here, the price going up and the volume picking up, means that it has a good chance of going up. So volume and the price is something that you should be looking at, right? So let's quickly now get to the decision making time. Okay, so you're getting this 10x compounding for the first 3 months is free, and for the members there will be a special price. Okay, and we have loads of people here, and I've there's a lot of trainings that I've taken. This one is for National Stock Exchange office in Delhi. They have this office in Delhi near Connaught Place, and this is for ICICI HNI client, high net worth individual clients of ICICI, and that's me in the background. Okay, that's me in the background, and this is what I'm talking about. The Freedom Investor Bundle, right now you're getting it for 8,995. I'm going to be bringing on Mitesh now, okay, and I'll start a timer here. What I'll do is I'll start a timer for, let's say, give you 10 minutes to get in. Let's start that timer. So 10 minutes, you can get in. This offer will be there for the 10 minutes, and after this, you probably won't be available for you, okay? So get in, become a lifetime member, and it's going to be an amazing journey, right? Awesome. Superb. So here is the link, guys. Okay, here's the link. Now, if you have any questions, you can type in your questions, and I'll be more than happy to help you, right? Now, platinum members, you already have access to it, right? And you can start learning from it, right? Because you're a platinum member, you will have access to this. You don't have to pay for it. But if you're not a platinum member, well, the option that you have is to upgrade to platinum, which would be an awesome decision, because that'll take care of everything, right? Every aspect of your life, including money. And if you're not yet a platinum member, would encourage you to become one. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Modit. And all of you who are already platinum members here, I hope you're very happy knowing that the course is already included for you. Please say thank you for Modit sir for being so generous, for not only teaching us so much today, but also for giving this course included for platinum members. Now, those of you who are not yet platinum, either you can join into platinum today and get this course free, or remember, whatever Modit sir has taught you, if you follow that step by step, not only can you create wealth, but using the same money over a period of time, you can become part of platinum. That's one of the reasons we've brought him over here, so that you can make money to not only grow, but also one day join platinum, so you're able to live life platinum standards in all 4 areas of life: health, relationships, career, and money. So before we close for today, Modit, a few questions if I may.
Sure, please.
Great. So one of the common questions that's coming is, are some homemakers, ladies, also part of this course, and are they able to succeed? Is a question in the chat window.
Yeah, absolutely. See, the point here is that if you are willing to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, and you do it for a month, anyone can do this. Even housewives, somebody who is working professional, anyone can do this, right? In fact, the tools that you're getting here will help you take decision. In fact, what I'll do is, let's listen to this lovely lady,
Let's
right?
do that.
Listen to what she has to say, and you probably will get your answer with this.
हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज़ पूनम चुड़ासमा वाघेला। आज मैं आपको फ्रीडम इन्वेस्टर हब, फ्रीडम इन्वेस्टर ब्लूप्रिंट के प्रोग्राम के बारे में कुछ बात करना चाहूँगी। मैंने ये प्रोग्राम अगस्त 2020 में लिया था टू लर्न सम मोर थिंग अबाउट शेयर मार्केट। तो पहले तो मैं डर रही थी कि कैसे होगा, क्या होगा, सर कैसे सिखाएंगे, बट ये जो मेंटर है मोदित सर, उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से समझाया, बहुत अच्छे से चीज़ें बताई, शेयर मार्केट के बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स, ट्रेंड एनालिसिस, सब चीज़ें इतनी अच्छी तरह से सर समझाते हैं कि कोई भी इजीली इसको समझ सकता है, और फिर उनके बताए गए स्टेप्स के मुताबिक वो शेयर मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट भी कर सकता है। मुझे तो ये प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छा लगा। मैं तो डेफिनेटली रिकमेंड करूँगी कि अगर किसी को शेयर मार्केट से रिलेटेड कुछ भी सीखना है, कोई भी छोटी छोटी बातें सीखनी है, बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट सीखने हैं, तो फ्रीडम इन्वेस्टर का पार्ट बनिए, मोदित सर के साथ जुड़ जाइए, ज़रूर आपको फ़ायदा होगा। मैं मेरे घर में मेरे मेरे हस्बैंड है, वो भी प्रोग्राम देखते हैं।
All right, she is learning with her husband. You can learn with your spouse, you can learn with your kids, and it's something that you can do it together, and this will be truly transformational. She could do it. She had doubts whether she'll be able to learn, but it's
Right.
simple, right? Simple. You'll be
Awesome.
able to learn this. Yeah.
So another
Awesome.
question is from Jatin that he's already bought some stocks based on his peer suggestions, which are now doing into losses. Will this course somehow help him to sort out those entire stock portfolio over a period of time?
Yeah, of course. See, the point here is, you'll be able to do it on your own, right? Of course, I'll be there to help you, assist you, but I won't be able to individually look at each one's portfolio, right? Because there are more than 16,000 members here. But yes, you will get. So you heard that gentleman talk about it, in the earlier videos, that he was able to restructure his entire portfolio. You'll be able to do that after going through the courses. And of course, if you have any queries, you can always email me, and I'll be more than happy to
Hi.
help you. All right. So
Makes sense. And
you-
a lot of people asking if this is in Hindi also. I don't think so,
yeah,
right, Modit?
yeah, it is. It is
It
now.
is,
It is.
yes. Oh, now it
It
is.
is.
It is in Hindi.
Yeah, it is. It is in Hindi too. So you
Awesome.
have the videos Hindi and English. The mastermind would be in English only, the live classes, but the course is available in Hindi and English. Whatever language that you're comfortable with, just watch that video.
Awesome. So those of you who are wanting to learn in Hindi, good news, congratulations. The course is already recorded in Hindi as well. And say during support calls, will I be able to ask some questions related to portfolio? Are people able to ask questions during support calls?
Yeah, you can type in your questions, and we can, I'll be more than happy to answer that question for you.
Yes. So
Absolutely.
during support calls, you can interact with Modit sir. You're able to ask him questions. Yes. Will he recommend actually which stocks to buy or not?
No, I won't be recommending stocks exactly, but I'll show you the direction, right? I'll nudge you in the right direction, because that's something that you need to understand. Because if I keep telling you what to buy, what not to do, you're dependent on me. It's
Correct.
freedom investor. You need to become a freedom. You need to have that freedom of understanding, or you need to be independent when it comes to taking decisions. You can't be dependent on one person. And
Perfect.
of course, the risk management also is something that you need to take care of. You need to look at your own risk management. You need to look at your risk taking abilities, the appetite, and then take a decision, because my risk taking ability and appetite would be completely different from someone else.
Correct.
That's something that you need to understand.
And
Yeah.
I also want all of you to know that if you give your child, your own child, to your neighbor, no matter how much you trust your neighbor, you can never trust 100% anybody with your own child. Just like that, you must treat your money like your own children. Modit sir is not going to teach you how to give this child to somebody else and tell some investment banker or tell some bank manager to take care of your money. He is going to teach you what he knows, because of which he is financially free. Instead of being dependent on people, the idea here is to learn and be free. That is why the course is called as Freedom Investors Hub, because you need to be free by learning first and then earning later. If you're
Yeah.
looking for shortcut answers of, okay, so Modit sir is going to say, invest here, you make money, and then it's done, and you don't have to do anything else. That's not what we are here for. We are here because we want to learn, be independent, and keep earning for the rest of our life. Because if you want to earn for the rest of your life, you must earn and upgrade yourself, because the level of your income will always depend on the level of your learning. Today, Modit sir is financially free because of the level of learnings he has had. And if I'm not wrong, I'll ask this to Modit sir. Modit, you still do learn yourself, right? You keep studying everything that you teach these members. You are also practicing on a regular basis and learning and reading about stocks regularly. Am I right?
Yeah, so learning never stops in stock market, because the stock market is changing all the time, and learning just doesn't stop. Yeah.
Perfect. So learning never stops. He constantly learns. But the question is, what are you learning? If you're learning the wrong things, I think it was you, Modit, who said one time that if you keep doing the wrong thing, can you repeat that once again? You said something amazing about if you keep doing the wrong thing consistently, you're not going to get great results anyway, just because you're consistent by doing and learning the wrong things. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, see, it's all about compounding. What are you compounding? You can compound the wrong things, right? You can compound the wrong habits, or you can compound the right kind of habits. Same with money. You can compound money and grow it, or you can negatively compound it and lose a lot of money. So it works both ways.
That's right. So those of you who are asking for the link again, we are sharing the link again one more time in the chat window. And remember, in a couple of minutes, we are closing. So once we close, the offer that Modit sir is showing you goes away. If you go to his website right now, the course fees is the same, but all these bonuses are not available. And mind it, all this that you see on the screen are not books. Am I right, Modit sir? Can you just
Yeah,
explain
yeah.
one more time?
It
Everything
is
that
a
they see here
video.
is not books.
Yeah, these are videos. So they may appear like a book, but they're not. They are videos that you'll have access to. You can watch them anytime.
Yeah. So you can
Yeah.
watch them anytime, you can learn again and again. The good part is that you have access to these videos for a longer period of time, because of which, in case you forget something, you can always go back and learn again. And then
Yes.
best part, you can keep meeting Modit sir weekly. So you're constantly upgrading. So one more question, Modit. What are we doing in the weekly mastermind classes? Like, what do you teach there? If the entire course is already recorded, what are you doing in the weekly classes?
Yeah. So the market is changing, and we need to understand what's happening right now. So in the courses, we'll understand the fundamentals, but to analyze what's happening right now and what are the right things to do to analyze the current trend, we meet and we learn about mutual funds. Sometimes we talk about stocks, we talk about ETFs, we talk about regular income, short-term investment, long-term investment. All that is done live. Yeah.
So constant learning and upgrading every week.
Yeah.
How many hours of total videos are these?
I've never really given it, I've not really
Number of
thought
hours.
about
But if they had to go through the
Yeah,
course, do you think they can finish it in how much time if they, let's say, learn
about
at
a
least 30
month.
minutes every day?
Yeah. In about a month's time, you'll be more than you'll know more than your family, friends, and you'll probably be in that top 20% easily.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. How many of you can give yourself 30 minutes of learning every day to be out of the crowd and be extraordinary in learning and implementing stocks and investments? If you can give yourself 30 minutes at least every day, this is your chance to create wealth and beat the market, as he said in the beginning. In fact, type in BTM if some of you really loved that acronym of BTM, of beating the market, and you're ready to beat the market now. Type in BTM in the chat window. So remember, we are just 2 minutes away. It's right now exactly on my clock, 2 minutes away. The moment that time is over, we leave today, and after we leave, all the bonuses that you see are gone. You will only be able to access these bonuses on the link that I've shared on the chat window right now. Once you close this window, the link is gone, right? So click on that link quickly, keep it open. And those of you who have already joined, congratulations, welcome to the Freedom Investors family. And Modit sir will meet you soon. Modit, what happens now that they join? One last question.
Great. So after you join, within an hour, you'll get access. You'll get my email, and everything will take care of you. And you'll get the Wednesday's mastermind link, and you'll get a message giving you all the details. You'll get a welcome video, orientation call. All of that will be communicated to you within the next 1 hour.
Perfect. Done. So all the platinum members, check for the happy discussions group in a few minutes. After about half an hour, we'll give you a step-by-step instruction over there about how do you access your course of Freedom Investments course with Modit sir after some time in the platinum group. Those of you who are non-platinum, remember, in about 1 hour, you'll get email, you'll get step-by-step instructions on how to start the course, and any instructions for people who have just joined Modit in terms of what should they do immediately to get that excitement, to get that momentum of start learning.
Right. There's an orientation call you should go through. Okay. And it'll be like a half an hour, 45 minutes kind of a call. Go through it, and they'll tell you exactly how to proceed in this journey. And also, you'll be getting a learning plan. I made a learning plan for you, which course to go for first, then proceed to which course. And if you follow this, and again, 15-20 minutes is all it's going to take every day, you will be able to complete this entire course, and you'll start investing in the right manner.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Modit sir, again for giving us your time, your wisdom, and most importantly, your wealth frequency, because I strongly believe that just being around people like you gives me the frequency to make more money. So thank you so much. Everyone, please type in thank you and love you to Modit sir for giving us all his love, all his wisdom, knowledge, but most importantly, his frequency, because of which we are all going to make a little more money in our life. So thank you, Modit. Looking forward to see you one more time in the next session. How many of you would love to see Modit sir one more time, just for a Q&A one more time? Type in yes in the chat window if you'd love to invite him for a Q&A very, very soon in the entire community one more time. So thank you, Modit. Looking forward to that next session of a Q&A with you one more time.
Would love that. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mitesh, for inviting me here. Thank you so much. Take care,
Thank you,
everyone.
brother. Thank you. Signing off, everyone. Closing now. Everyone who has joined, this is the time. Log in quickly, start learning, start watching the videos, because all it takes is about 15 minutes to maximum 30 minutes every day. Start building wealth, and we'll see you soon in the next session. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Bye, Modit. See you, everyone. Start creating wealth now. Go.